Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Comfy Convos, where real girls have real conversation.
So grab your snacks and grab your tea and make sure it's hot, because today we're getting into two truths and a lie.
Advice for the girlies 20 and under, and
how long do you think the talking stage should last?
Before the video gets started, I want answers in the comments below of how long you think the talking stage should last.
Yeah, I feel like it varies. I feel like it could vary for each person, you know. We're gonna get into that later though.
Yeah.
So we got our icebreaker today is going to be two truths and a lie. I only wrote one down. Don't stone me. China has more, so she's going to go first. And second, and then I'm going to go third, and then she's going to go fourth.
Okay.
Okay.
So
let's see how well I know her.
Okay.
Nerve-wracking.
Me and my current boyfriend used to live down the street from each other growing up. I eat pineapple on pizza, and I have 12 siblings.
I think the pineapple on pizza is a lie.
Damn. Pineapple on pizza is definitely a lie. No.
I'm like, she likes pineapple, but I've never seen her eat pineapple on pizza. I remember you saying something about y'all living together. I'm not living together, but being close to each other or something. Y'all had something. I don't know. Something.
Near each other our whole life, but never like spoken. Yeah. Or met. Dang.
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite food is mac and cheese. I hate roller coasters, and I could whistle.
The lie is you can whistle. Is that true? Oh my god. Oh, I hate roller coasters. That's the lie. Right?
Yeah, it is.
Even though it's low-key true, but
it's not true at all, y'all. I promise you, I love roller coasters. I went to Disney. Do you think I went to Disney and didn't get on no roller coasters?
But we ain't never been to no amusement park.
And didn't, because I ain't had no coin.
Yeah.
Okay. She said I could whistle is a lie. Can you whistle?
Only inward. I can't whistle out. Yeah. Yeah, I can't do that.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay.
You can whistle inward. I never heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Okay, my two truths and a lie is I'd rather be deaf than blind. I have a second brother that no one knows about. And I have had a sugar daddy.
The lie is that you rather be that you have a second brother that nobody knows about.
What's your final answer, ho?
Alright, my final answer is the first one, that you rather be deaf than blind.
That's the lie. Yes, that's the lie. Yeah, I'd rather be deaf than blind.
Explain.
I would rather be blind because I can't give up music.
That's exactly my thought. I was like, she loves music to not hear it.
I can't do that.
You have another brother that nobody knows about?
I might have another brother.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Is this tea for the off camera? Because I have questions.
My dad told us that the woman he dated before my mom was pregnant. And he doesn't know if it's his or not, but it was a boy when she had it.
Where is he? Why did he not?
Knows.
Oh, dang.
She cut all communication with him.
Dang. Clung.
So he would be the oldest sibling. He would be older than Tay. He would be in his 30s now.
In his 30s.
Mm-hmm.
Dang. Hey, brother. Do you look like them? I got questions.
Exactly. Let me know. You know, if you ever see this, let me know. Reach out.
Okay. Okay, so it's my turn. My last one. I can fit an orange in my mouth.
Oh my god!
I love scary movies, and I danced for
Bitch,
10
the scary
years
movies.
of my life.
Scary movies is a lie. You do not love no damn scary movies. You like Insidious. That don't mean you love scary movies. You be like, I don't want all that. Or you don't like paranormal movies. Does that? I mean, that's like all scary.
That's
movies.
a lie.
Okay.
She was like, "Ain't no way that you like scary movies, girl. You said you don't. You like Insidious. That's the only movie that you like." I am not a fan of scary movies. It's just not my cup of tea. But yeah, the other two are too.
What was the other two? You danced for 10 years and what?
Of my life. And I could fit an orange in my mouth.
Like a tangerine?
No, like an orange. If you went to school with me, you know this.
What was y'all doing in school?
It was just, you know, I love oranges. You know what I'm saying? But like literally, now I can't do it when it's a round. Like if it's whole, I have to cut it in 4 pieces and I can put it in my mouth and close it. Scary.
Interesting.
The more you know, right?
Yeah. Moving on. So next is the how long do you think the talking stage should be, and how long have you talked to someone before? You want to go from like longest to shortest?
Yeah, you can go first.
The longest I've talked to someone. Okay, so when we say talk to someone, does that mean we are talking to that person like with intention in getting into a relationship, or are we just talking to someone like they're just a leg or just a situationship? Like you're just messing with them?
I feel like with intent to.
With intent?
Be with somebody.
Okay, so the longest then that I've been talking to someone with the intent of getting with them is 3 months. After 3 months, we got in a relationship.
That's the longest that you've ever talked to somebody.
Yeah.
I talked to someone for 10 months before I started dating them. On and off, but for sure for 10 months. I feel like it was because I didn't know if I wanted to, because we were friends. I didn't know if I wanted to be in that with him. So officially talking, like 10 months.
See, I've talked to someone, but it was never with the intent to get with them. The longest I would say that was probably a year. We were talking and we were acting like we were in a relationship, but I didn't want to be in a relationship. And I thought in my brain that we had a understanding that neither one of us wanted. So I'll say initially in the beginning, neither one of us wanted a relationship. Like he didn't want a girlfriend. I didn't want a boyfriend. I just didn't want it. He didn't want it. Somewhere along the line, those rules got blurred on his end. My end was I never wanted a boyfriend. I never wanted a boyfriend. His end was we're acting like we're together. And he swears we had a conversation about becoming serious. I don't ever recall ever having that conversation because I would not put myself in a situation that I don't want to be in. I know myself. I'm not going to do that. Not invalidating his experience, but like he thought that we were taking each other seriously, but I was still acting the same, which caused a lot of arguments between us. And I'm just now finding out like 4 years later that it was because he thought we were serious and I was acting like we weren't. And it was because I thought we weren't. So not officially talking, like into getting into a relationship was a year. But if you were to ask him, it would probably be like, I don't know, maybe 5 months. I don't even know. Yeah. So
I do feel like the longest, first of all, I have an unpopular opinion. I feel like talking is for high school. I feel like when you talk to somebody, that's some high school stuff. Like, oh yeah, I talked to this person, or I talked to this person. I feel like people get talking, relationships, situationships, and dating mixed up.
Yeah.
when I'm in a relationship with you, I'm exclusive. We're together. That's what it is. If we're in a situationship, y'all know what y'all be doing in a situation. Okay.
So what is the definition of a situationship? Like, because I swear situationships is like one person wants a relationship and the other person doesn't. Is that a situationship?
I like resonate situationships with toxicness.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like those are people who are like playing with each other. Like, like somebody one person want a relationship and the other person doesn't, but the other person isn't gonna leave. They're just like, maybe if I stay around long enough, we'll end up together. Like, Delulu stuff. Like, I think that's what a situationship is.
I agree.
I feel like when you're talking to somebody, you're getting to know them.
Yeah.
Which is why I keep saying it's high school. Like, that's some middle school, high school. Oh, I talk to them. Adult talking, quote, is dating.
Yeah.
Dating, you can date more than one person. You're getting to know them.
Mm-hmm.
People be like, oh, I'm just dating right now. I'm not really in a relationship. And people be like, you're dating somebody. That's not what she said. She said she's dating, meaning I'm going to go out on this date with dinner with this guy because he's trying to get to know me. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to go out with this guy and he's going to get to know me. Same vice versa with males. Like, so I think, But I do think the longest you should talk to somebody is like 3 months, 90 days.
I also think that when people say I'm talking to someone, the reason that they might see it differently than dating is because when people are talking, they are exclusive. Mm-hmm. So like if you be like, oh, you talking to someone else, it's like you're not supposed to be talking to other people when you're talking to that one person because y'all are exclusive. Whereas dating, it's like I could date you, and it's acceptable. Mm-hmm. So I do think talking is it's just like talking leads into situationships. Yeah. Dating leads into relationships. Yeah. Basically.
Amen.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I have am I in a situationship?
Yes.
Oh my God, I'm in a situationship. Am I really?
Yes.
Oh, I guess he counts as a situationship.
Yes. He is a situationship.
Bitch, I was talking about.
He is a situationship too. He is a situationship too.
I'm in a situationship! Oh my God, that's crazy. I didn't know I was in one. I was saying I don't think I've ever been in a situationship. And now I just discovered. You know. Unfortunately, that was a lie. That was a lie.
Have I ever been in a situationship? What?
Does count too?
Yes. Dang, girl.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And
I think
I was about to say the whole thing was for a year, and he thought we was. Maybe I am the drama. Maybe Kobe was like, I feel like you're toxic. Maybe I am toxic. Maybe you had something going there. I just came to like 4 realizations.
No, so let me show you something real quick.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. You ever been in some?
Before we were together, I think he was a situationship.
You wanted it or he wanted it?
He wanted it. Mm. I remember saying, like, I remember coming from your house and being, I forgot what happened, girl. But I remember coming from your house and then going home and like telling him that I didn't think I wanted to be with him no more. And this man cried.
Why? Why didn't you want to be with him?
I forgot what he said or did, but he did or said something, girl. And I was like, I don't want to be with you. And this man started bawling on the phone. I think that's why he hates me so much, low key on the inside. Like, he loves me, but he hates me, like, because he's like, this is the only bitch I ever cried over. Like, I was like, girl, like, phone up, face in the bed, China, please, I just love you. Like, I don't want to lose you. Like, bro, I'm sorry. Like, da-da-da-da-da.
What the fuck did he do?
I forgot what the fuck he did, bitch.
He did it while you was at my house?
Yeah. I can't remember. I feel like it was... I remember. It was when we first we had like got back together or something. And I went on his phone, on his Twitter, and he was DMing a girl that was in Philly. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, this what you was doing while it was like 2 days. Like, nigga, what? And he was just like, but they were older messages. Like, he had been texting her. And I was just like, nah, I'm good. Like, I think we'll just be better as friends. This man cried. I was like, cried? That man was crying. I've never seen that nigga cry unless somebody died. I've only seen this man cry 3 times. 2 of them were deaths, and 1 of them was because of me. He was just like, you're my best friend, bro. He was crying, girl. But yeah, he was, I think he was just DMing this girl. And then when I was over there, I remember because I had you come pick me up because I went over his house and I seen it and I was crying and I moved. So I didn't hit him because I used to have a bad habit of just smacking niggas when I feel like you got me fucked up. But I moved and I'm crying. I'm like, you don't even care that I'm crying. This man was like, I mean, I did it. So what am I supposed to like console? Why would I console you when I did it? Like, I was just like, okay. Then I went home and I was like, I don't think this is going to work. And he cried.
Yeah, don't look for consolation either. Yeah.
And I was just like, I'll call you back. I'd be thinking about the way I used to be. I'd be like, what happened? But yeah. I think that was my only. Was that my only? Yeah. Yep. Realizations.
Yeah. I did have a situationship.
Just the jaw shake.
I had a situationship. It didn't start off as a situationship. It started off as like just a leg, like 2 people messing with each other. We didn't want nothing. We was both clear. I don't want a girlfriend. I don't want a boyfriend. This is a different guy from the other guy that I just talked about. I'll just say at some point he started telling me like, oh, if you were my girl or if you were my wife or, saying things like that. And I'm just like, what's going on? And then he said he loved me. And I was like, what's going on? And it was crazy because he was the most I don't want a girlfriend ass guy I've ever met. I don't want a girlfriend. He would say that like not every time we met, but like in the beginning when we were just starting our leg journey, he made it very clear that he doesn't do girlfriends. I don't think he ever had a girlfriend or something. I don't know. He was like, I don't do girlfriends. And I was like, okay, great. Because when I tell you that I don't want a boyfriend, I really mean that shit. I'm not one of these bitches that's going to tell you I don't want a boyfriend and then catch feelings and then start feeling some type of way. And sorry, that's not me. So when he was like, he loved me and he started saying wife, long term, in the future, girlfriend, all these things, I'm like, it was like a complete 360. I never. Exactly. Why are you feeling like that? Scratching my head, confused. Yeah, like it is. I don't know. Do me for a loop.
More than situation. One. One of them. I had 3, so it was one. It was one. Yeah, it was very, very, very short-lived, bitch, I promise.
Who wanted to be in a relationship?
Him.
Wasn't he in a relationship?
That's how I found out. Yeah, girl. Story time. So basically, it was this guy that I dated like in 7th grade for he's always been a short-lived person, okay? I don't even remember how long that lasted, but I know we had the same birthday. That's all I knew. And we was always cool, but it was like a week, maybe 2. It really didn't last that long. I ended up with his friend. So,
okay.
And I don't care. Like, whatever. So when we got older, so it actually was during the hot girl summer.
I remember.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Not completely lost. Yeah.
He was picking me up from work and dropping me off. He was chilling. We was cooling, talking, like it was chill. And then one day he kept asking me to come over, and I'm like, no, because I knew what you were trying to do. But when I didn't care and I wanted to do it, that's when I went over. Yeah. So he was just like, do you want to come spend the night? And I was like, yeah. Like, I'm single, I'm chilling, I ain't talking to nobody. Mine as well. So I go over there and he takes me to the store. He bought me a bunch of snacks, food, like all that. I was cool. We was in his room watching like crime documentaries. I don't understand y'all in these crime documentaries. I truly don't, because they do bother me. But it was interesting, that one, whatever one I watched. I was like, oh my God. Like, so we chilling a bit. Whatever. We start. Yeah. So after that, I stopped like texting him. And it was because the same freaking guy who told me that, if y'all go back and watch our other story times, I say how I had a boyfriend for like a long time, from 13 to like 16, and then I dated him again when I was 19. That the same friend that told me he cheated on me, it was the same friend that came and told me that that guy that I had a situationship had a freaking girlfriend.
Okay, friend. She know all the tea. Okay.
It was a guy. It was.
Oh.
But he knew because he was dating the twin. They were twins. They both were dating both of them.
That's fucked up.
But one was off at school, and that was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I'm like, excuse me? Again, I don't care because you're not mine. I didn't want anything with you, but excuse me, because I'm a girl's girl, baby. I'm not. You is not. I was so mad. I was just like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Now I should DM her. I really should. So I ended up asking, and he was like, yeah, I mean, but she's a virgin and she don't ever want to do anything.
Then break up with her.
Exactly.
Y'all are so slimy. It seems like you're just waiting so you can take her virginity.
Yes.
That's probably why you're dating her.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I'm like, he's like texting me that, like, oh yeah, I want to be with you. I'm trying to, I'm like, I was never trying to be with you. That man was like, so you doing me like a nigga do a girl? Yes, like you just did her. I'm doing you just like that. That's crazy. Goodbye.
Hang up on you.
Never picked it back up. Okay. Then the other situationship was actually one of my exes, which was he ended up being a situationship. When I ended up living with him that time, we weren't together. We were just doing, I guess, whatever we were doing. It was never like, oh yeah, we're boyfriend and girlfriend again. It was always just like, you know, whatever. Which is why I wasn't too mad about like anything he was doing, but it still was just like, nigga, if I'm living here, don't be having no girl come over here and my stuff in your house. Like, go to her house, do that somewhere else. But basically, my grandma passed away. He started coming back around. We ended up, my granddad ended up like putting me out or something, like telling me I had to leave or whatever. Because I spent the night at his house for like 2 days. Of course. I'm like, I can't spend the night nowhere. Ugh, I'm 19. Leave me alone.
Locked up.
Yeah. That's my song. But yeah, I couldn't spend the night nowhere, so I grabbed my stuff, majority of my stuff, and I came home. He had all my stuff like packed in bags. I'm like, okay. So he asked his parents, and they loved me, so they were like, yeah, it doesn't matter. And yeah, we was living together. He was taking me to work, but I would work at night and he would work in the daytime. This man used to bring me, let me tell you, it used to be wherever we had our 8th grade prom at, he ended up working there. And they had the best chicken tenders and fries I ever had in my freaking life. He would go to work. I would be asleep. I would wake up. This man got me chicken tenders and fries. I would like, best chicken tenders and fries I ever had in my life. Okay, I was living a dream. I was stay at home. Anyway, yeah. So we just started messing with each other. That's when I felt like I started like, oh, okay, I'm getting used to like seeing how it would be if you like live with somebody. But this man's mom cleaned his room every 2 weeks. She made me cook for him. I'm not saying asked. Made me cook for this man for the whole week. First of all, I cooked for the house for the whole week. She taught me how to, because I'm Caribbean, I eat soft plantains. Taught me how to cook fried plantains. Telling me what this man liked to eat. Made me iron this man clothes. Wash him. First of all, it's 2 different piles. All his white clothes, all his colored clothes, all his business clothes. Had me separating them, washing them, drying them, hanging them, ironing them before he got to get up to go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
Wiping his piss off the toilet. Y'all. I'm like, you clean his room? Yeah, every 2 weeks though.
Like that's making it any better.
He was older than me. He was turning 21 that July. I'm like, but she's like, oh, well, you're here now, so you can.
Exactly.
I'm like,
no, baby.
No, we're not doing that. I ironed his clothes probably once. That was it. I did not do that after that. She's like, yeah, you need to have his clothes out, which I do for my man now, but that's my man. That man was not my man. Have his drawers out, have his lotion out, have it wash all his washcloths and towels and refold them and put them in the cabinet.
Does his mom have a job?
She had 2.
That's crazy.
I'm like, everybody in this house works. Everybody in this house worked, including me. Him and his mom had 2 jobs. Dad had 1. I had 1. So I'm like, what the hell do you mean clean this man's room? And he was a plug. One time this man left me in the car. He was like, here's a knife. I'm like, a knife?
A knife is crazy.
What do I need a knife for? I mean, you know, just in case. Not
in
a
case
pew-pew.
what?
Do you got enemies out here? You got me in a car. You want me to come inside?
Weed. Like what? What do you have enemies from doing that? That's crazy. I don't get it.
I was just so like, y'all, it would be girls calling his phone. I'm like, excuse me? We laying in the bed. Hello? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I just, I'm a plug, so they just be calling.
It's hard out here for him.
He was getting robbed. Like, it was just crazy, y'all. I was just like, I don't think this life is for me no more. So I upped and left because he had a hoe come to the house. A girl was leaving the house while I was pulling up. I went in the house. I said, who was that? He said, what she look like? That's all I need to hear. Grabbed half of my stuff. I left. He still never let me get my stuff though. I had my grandma's pictures there. I had my grandma's pillows there. I had my grandma's just some things that were hers. I had my shoes. Most of my clothes was still there. I never got it. They're gonna come back years later and talk about something. You could apologize to me in another way. Do I look like
apologize for what?
For leaving you because you weren't shit?
That's his mother's fault.
Yep.
That is his mother's fault.
She would be like, y'all. She would be like, I mean, as long as he coming home to you, it don't really matter.
Goodbye.
As long as he's buying you the gifts, he's getting you this, it doesn't really matter.
So she's basically telling you to stay with him because he takes care of you, like money, because he got money.
Yes, but I had my own money. I didn't need his money. That was the point of what I was saying. Don't get me wrong. This man will buy me iPhones and pink clothes and all this other stuff, right? But he was doing that for more than just me. So my point is, even if that was the case, you saying that is dumb because he's not just doing it for me.
Mm-hmm.
He doing it for everybody that he talked to. I'm not special. So what am I staying for? Yeah, situationship. So yeah, 90 days. That's your max. I think that's good enough.
Yeah.
Because I think you know by then whether or not you're messing with this person.
Yeah. So going through all of that, what is some advice that you feel like you can give the 20 and younger crowd?
I got some things. My first piece of advice is you can start over as many times as you want.
Mm-hmm.
As many times as you want.
Yeah.
I don't care how comfortable. I don't care how long. I don't care what it is, whether it's a relationship, it's a career. Whatever it is, you can start over as many times as you want. As long as you're trying, that is all that matters.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't write mine down like China. She's so well prepared. But something that I'll just tell you, like something I've learned is, I don't know, it's not that serious. I just feel like young people take things so seriously and it just really don't be that deep. Like, I promise you, you're going to forget that shit happened a year from now. You're not even going to remember. What did Tyler Perry say? You're not even going to remember that person's name. You're not going to remember nothing. I'm like, y'all be in these relationships, and y'all relationships could be long time. It could be like 1 year, 2 years. But if you're 16, you're with somebody for 2 years, you still have the rest of your life. After you get out of school, you're going to experience the world. You're going to change. They're going to change. Like,
over and over again.
Yeah, it's 1 in a million. Like, you know, people have high school sweethearts and they get married and they last forever, but that's not always the case. That's rare to come by. You can't expect maturity from a 16-year-old. I cannot.
Y'all be expecting a lot out of these young boys.
Yeah.
And for yourselves. Y'all be expecting a lot out of yourselves. Like, y'all are young. Be young. When I tell you the realest advice that I never listened to because I never believed in book of school, always felt so long, is you're going to blink and you're going to be out of school. You're going to blink and you're going to be out of school. You're going to be 20 something in no time. Enjoy your youth. We're still youthful, okay?
Yeah, we're not old.
We're not old, but...
Your turn.
Always have your own money.
Ooh. Okay, she said I've been working since I was 15. You can't tell me shit. Yeah.
And can. It's all at the end of the day, you never know what nobody else is gonna do. And you don't know what could happen. Always have your own money. Always.
Something else that I say is be single. I say be single. I don't think you should be in a relationship until at least 25. Like, and that's coming from someone. I've only had 3 relationships. 1 was in high school, and then 2 was once I got out of high school. And I regret them all. I lost pieces of myself. It made me turn into some cynical human being that I never was before. Like, be single, please, and know yourself, love yourself, grow yourself, invest in yourself. Like, don't care about what these people, these guys or girls, depending what you're into, are doing. Like, it's so much more easy going in life when you are by yourself and you just have your friends and your family. You don't have nobody getting mad at you for dumb shit, treating you like shit, making you doubt how you feel about yourself. Like, you could do so much and set yourself up for greatness. If you're just don't do it. That's my advice. Just don't do it. Like, I'm not saying don't have fun, always be safe, but don't take no guy seriously before he's 25, and maybe even then, maybe 30. because girls mature way more fucking faster.
Not nowadays.
I think so.
I don't think nowadays they don't. I think the girls of of this generation are way more immature. I don't say don't date, because I feel like date, have fun, like be who you want to be with, because everybody that's in our, like, what I went through isn't what you're gonna go through. The people that I grew up around aren't the people that you probably live in a whole different state with a whole different set of guys. If the guy has his self together, if you feel like he's together enough, you don't have to baby him, you don't have to fix him, you don't have to do all that. If you have to fix him, if you have to baby him, then you shouldn't be with him. But I promise you, the older you get and you're trying to look for somebody, it's just gonna get harder. Because just because they're grown, just because they're over 25, does not mean that they're grown in their mind. I know grown but men that is not nowhere near the maturity level that they should be. Mm-hmm. So it's just about who he is. You just have to get to know him. If you gotta question it, then just don't do it. I say put yourself, God, and your mental health above everything else. That's for young men and young women. If you feel like you're loving that person more than you love yourself, don't. It's okay to love people, but love yourself first. If it's weighing on your mental health, if it's affecting your mental health, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go, please. Mm-hmm. Because you're going to blink and you're going to be like, damn, I've been in this for 6 years now.
Jeez.
Don't do it. Put yourself first.
I'll say you should go after what you want and not what you were told you should want.
Olay.
I think that you should develop your own mind by the time you're graduating high school, so that you can know what your next steps would be. You don't have to go to college. You don't have to become a lawyer or a doctor or whatever. If you want to be an artist, chase your dreams. If you want to be a dumpster truck man, do what you want to do. Like, it doesn't matter. Don't listen to your fucking parents. Like, listen to your parents, but don't let them dictate your life, because one, is a whole different generation. It's a whole different time. Yeah. Your parents cannot understand the different ways of life there is now compared to when they were young. Mm-hmm. All of us have iPhones. We have the capabilities of making buku amounts of money just from our cell phones alone. Yeah. Our parents did not grow up in that motherfucking time. They're not with the times. I am 24. I just this year started chasing my dreams. I was doing things I didn't want to do. I didn't go to college because I refused to be in debt. Sorry, can't do it.
Yeah.
Refuse to be in debt. I did IT, got my certification. I don't want to do IT. Why did I do that? I was told, you need to do something. You need to get a job that's going to pay you good money, or get a certification to get a job and then move up in that job. Get your NASCO, get your Security Plus, get your Cisco, all those certifications, and you'll be making well over $100,000, $120,000. So I was starting on that journey for a year and a half at this point, year and a half. Just now, I don't want to do IT. I don't want to do it. I'm chasing my dream. I should have started when I was fucking younger. Mm-hmm. I would have been way farther along. Mm-hmm. Do what you want to do. Only you know. Also, in this same category, I feel like something that was really beneficial to me was a gap year. A gap year in education, or a gap year in searching for a career. I feel like once you graduate high school, you should take a gap year to figure out, okay, now that I'm out of school, I don't have people telling me what to learn and how to speak, what to wear. Take a year for yourself if your parents are cool with that, because you're not going to have no money. But take a gap year, or work like a little part-time or something. Mm-hmm. Just figure out what you want to do. Work a whole bunch of different jobs. Figure out which one you're most comfortable in, which one you're going to thrive at, what you enjoy. If you want to game, if you want to travel the world, take time for yourself to figure it out, basically. do what you want, chase what you want. It's no time like when you're young. Because once you're older, you're going to feel like I should have done that and now I don't have time.
All the time. All the time. I always talk about it. Like, I was a dancer. I was good at art. Every time my family asked me what I wanted to do, it was that. I want to dance or do art. I want to dance or do art. I want to dance or do art or do hair. I want to dance or do art or do hair. Like, I could do it. Like, that's what I wanted to do. Y'all, I didn't go to college because I hate school. That's just me. I don't hate education. I hate school. So I just simply wanted to go to college just to dance. Literally. Yeah. Just to dance. That's all I wanted to do. And I remember like my grandparents saying, that's not a career. You can't make no money with dance. Ain't no careers out here with dance. I'm 23.
Could have been with Beyonce. Backup singers. I mean, backup
dancing
dancers.
For Chris Brown. Dancing for all these people. Okay. Dancing for Victoria Monet. Yeah. Something. Okay. Not to say I will never pursue it again, but I could have been on that.
Yeah. You could have been years into the journey by now.
All I want to be a graphic designer. Ain't no money in that. Ain't no money in hair. I literally asked my mom to like transfer me schools just so that I could go to the school that had the hair program.
Not ain't no money in hair. That's all where all the money is.
All the money. Hello.
Every girl needs their hair. Well, every girl needs her hair done. I'm gonna just say that.
But like she said, follow your dreams while you're young, because
Yep.
I have that one here. Invest in yourself. You're your biggest asset. You are your biggest asset. Invest in yourself. If you want to do something, you want to take a program, you want to take a class, you go work a part-time job. You save that money to pay for whatever you have to do. Work a full-time job so you don't even have to do it that long. Just get the amount of money you want to do, invest it, and keep going.
Yeah.
I promise you, it's money out here for everybody.
Yep.
It really is. Mine was lock in on what you want to do and don't make a plan B, because it'll distract you from your main plan.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Go ahead. This is yours.
No,
go ahead.
It's just crazy because I wrote mine down and you did, but they're like keep tying into each other. That's so cute. But yes, like, bruh, this goes for, right? We're gonna put it in perspective of what you want to do with your life, and also relationships, because that's another thing on here. In relationships, never be an option B. If he's trying to pick between you and another person, let him choose that other person. Let him choose that other person, because then he's gonna be with you, or she gonna be with you. Then eventually, guess what? The other person gonna make their way right up into what you got going on. Never be the second option. If you say, "Oh well, I got this other," get up. Thank you for your time. I appreciate you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your time. Like, and the other thing with what you want to do when you're gifted is you just think, I can do this. I want to 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 do this. And that's okay. But you have to lock in on one thing that you want to do. That don't mean other doors can't open for the other stuff that you want to do. But you need to focus. You need to have one focus. All that, make a plan B in case it fail, it won't fail. It's not going to fail. Words, your tongue, has the power of life and death, okay? It's not going to fail. Whatever you want to do, plan A. Stick to it. Do it. I promise you. Faith with no works is dead, y'all. Okay?
Yeah.
It is. I promise you. To whom much is given, much is required. It might take you 3 years to get there, but you're going to get there. Invest in yourself. I promise you. And the people in your community, 9 times out of 10, ain't gonna be the ones that's supporting you.
Nope.
It's gonna be the strangers.
Nope.
It's going to be strangers.
Nope.
Strangers have your back. Strangers will be your friend. Clientele will be your friend. The people you think is your friends, who gonna come around, oh yeah, I seen you. No. Stand 10 toes on what you said and what you did. Them people did not help you. You did it by yourself, and it'll be better when you get there and you know you did it by yourself and you stuck to what you said you wanted to do.
I was going to say, to piggyback off that, is to move in silence. to please don't go broadcasting your plans and telling everybody how excited you are to start, because people have a very bad tendency to put little bugs in your head. Like, you sure you want to do that? Or if you tell them and their initial reaction, it's like, what's it called? A micro expression.
Mm-hmm.
You're subconsciously going to pick up on how they really feel about something you just said in the first 1 second after you said what you said. So you could tell if somebody really supports you or not. Talk to someone, tell them your plan. Don't talk to people. Don't. Just do it. Just do it. Like, and I've been heavy on that with my social media journey. Mm-hmm. I have one really good friend who I've told about it. And it's because he went through the IT program with me, and he got his big boy IT job and I didn't. And so I was for 6 months looking for IT jobs, finally got one. When I finally did get one, I wasn't happy. Why? Because it's not really what I want to do. It was just what I was told. So now that I'm doing what I want to do, I told him, like, yeah, this is really what I want to do. And he's been very supportive. And I don't tell nobody else because I don't want people to tell me you left an IT job to focus on social media. What is wrong with you? Da, 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 da. I don't want that type of feedback. And I already know that that's the type of feedback I'm going to get. I don't want that. So if you have something that you want to do and it may seem far-fetched, you want to be an actor, you want to be a singer, you want to be a model, those are jobs that 1 in a million people make it according to normies. Mm-hmm. Okay, according to normies. Like she said, if you do it and enough time goes by, you will succeed. Failure is inevitable. You're going to fail if you don't get that audition. You make a video and it flops. You send in your headshots and they don't pick you. Failure is inevitable, but it's part of the journey. Mm-hmm. Mm. You're one less failed headshot, failed video away from making it.
Yep.
Success is also inevitable if you stick it out. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. You just can't. Don't tell everybody your plans. Also, be careful because people will just fuck with you when they see that you are putting your plans in motion and they want to go to the top with you.
Yep. 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 Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 It's so sad, but it's so true.
Yep.
Said men don't worry about girls until you're in your 25 and over. And when you know
that's what
yourself.
You said. Mm-hmm. That's what I just said.
Yeah, it is.
And you was like, no, because
yeah, I still feel that way. I told him the same thing. But mm-hmm. I can see. But I just don't feel like that's everybody's situation, and I know that a lot of it comes from our own personal issues with what we've seen. But that's not the case for everybody. That's why I don't say, you know. But this one is save money, but remember you have to spend your money to make it.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, I know who that's about.
Okay. People always is like, China, you spend your money. I'm spending my money to make it. I promise you, y'all. That goes to investing in yourself. You have to spend. I want to do nails. I spent the money for a nail class to get all the supplies, etc., 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 because it's going to make me money at the end of the day.
Yeah.
People, you could have saved that $6.15 and went to call. No. Spend the money to make the money. Mm-hmm. If you know, you know. If you don't know, leave a comment.
Oh my God.
I'll respond.
Bruh.
Mm-hmm.
You got any more?
I got 2 more. Mm-hmm. It's so crazy because it's all like tying in. But be prepared to get to know yourself over and over and over and over again. And it's okay to change. When it comes to what she was saying earlier about the don't date until you're 25, I can see that. I don't agree all the way, but I see that because if you're with somebody and they can't accept that you're going to change, then you don't need to be with them because you're gonna change. You're not the same as when you were 10 to 15, 15 to 16, from 16 to 20, from 20 to 25, on and on and on. The older you get, the more you will change. You will not be the same person. Mm-hmm. If somebody cannot accept you because you're changing, That's on them. Don't keep yourself stagnant because you feel like, oh, well, this is just the way I've always been. And don't keep the excuse of this is just who I am. Mm-hmm. You can be better. Change is inevitable. It's okay. And then the last one was surround yourself with good friends that'll support you.
Yes. Oh my God, that's such a good one.
Also surround yourself with friends that will support you, but also support you in public and correct you in private, because birds of a feather do flock together. Meaning, you don't need yes men around you. You don't. Mm-hmm. You don't need yes women around you. You don't need yes men around you. You don't need people who are going to encourage everything that you're doing. Okay. Let's example of if we're on a social media journey and then we start going against what we know is our own morals. Mm-hmm. I don't want my friend to see me doing that and be like, I mean, if that's what she want to do, and I'm making a fool out of myself. Mm-hmm. But behind closed doors, she's saying, yeah, girl, you was tripping. Like, you need to, it might just be too much for you right now. Maybe you just need to take a step back. Maybe you need to rethink what's happening here, but you need to get yourself together. Because you can't be out here in the world like that. You don't need yes men around you. You need people who are going to correct you when you need it. Mm-hmm. Because a team, that's not a team if they're just saying yes to you. Because at that point, they're just there for the money. They're just there to be going with whatever you got going on.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna piggyback off that when she said get some good friends around you. So something I learned in high school was just like they say, like you receive what you put out. The type of friends that you keep around you will greatly impact how you view life, how successful you are in life, how you feel about the people around you. Like, if you have genuine good friends around you, you're going to feel like the world is such a good place. If you have friends around you who encourage bad behavior, you're going to feel like everybody is like underneath it all, everybody's a bad person. Mm-hmm. And I've learned that because before I met the person that I'm with now, and like I had really good friends around me, I thought that like people were decent people. Like, of course I knew my friends, like they're my friends, they're amazing people, I love them, everybody's not going to be like them. But I didn't have a negative outlook on life, a negative outlook on people. I never understood why people had trust issues. Never understood why people always was so depressed in these dark spaces. Then I met the person that is in my life currently, and no shade to him or whatever, but he opened my eyes to a very dark part of life, and his friends embodied everything that he showed me. So his friends, terrible people. His friends lying, his friends cheating, his friends doing all these other things that he was also doing. Right? And I even told him, these are not your friends. Your friends are not going to allow you to cheat on your girlfriend. Your friends are not going to tell you to lie to your girlfriend. Like, they're just not going to do that. They're not going to do that. And I'm exposing myself here at the same time, but that's just transparency. Like, that's just, it is what it is. Like, he opened me up to a world of hurt, heartbreak, and distrust and self-esteem issues. I'm telling you. And I did not have that before. And it was because I never was around people like him. I didn't associate with people like him. The thing is, though, he is a very good fucking actor. Because guys will act like they're perfect, they're healthy, they love you, they all this. Whole time, all it takes is one notification.
Yep.
And that whole image is gone and it can never be returned. So definitely it's the people you hold around you. And he's not friends with these people right now, which I told him, because they were not your friends. Y'all just using each other to bounce bitches off of or something. Like, I don't know. But you got to get you some good friends. Especially something else I heard was surround yourself with people who are doing better than you in life. Because that is going to motivate you to get on your shit. You're going to be like, damn, they rented out Disneyland. I want to rent out Disneyland. You got to get your money up, baby. You got to, they can mentor you. They can tell you what to do. They can lead you. You have to be able to follow. Let them guide you. keep getting friends that are doing better than you in life. One thing they're not going to let you do is slack and fall behind. If you're their friend, you're going to realize just from how they carry themselves, you need to get on their level, which is going to put you in a better spot. If you have friends that you're always doing better than them and they're always lazy, they don't want to do nothing, they always don't want like none, all that, you're going to feel like, oh yeah, I'm doing better than them. You're going to feel good, but that's just because they working at McDonald's and you're working at Burger King. Like, it's better than McDonald's, but it's still fucking Burger King. Whereas if you're working at Burger King and you see somebody who's a CEO of a company and that's your friend, you're like, oh, let me start working in this law firm. Did that make sense?
And not even, yeah, that do. Okay. And not even them necessarily doing better than you, but moving in the direction you want to move. You have to understand that, and it don't have to be a group of friends. You could have one friend. Yeah. You really don't need a bunch of friends because the more people, the more problems. That's just the reality. But they should be able, you should have friends that will mention your name when you're not in the room, when they hear an opportunity.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They should mention your name when you're not in the room when it comes to opportunity. Even if they, and I'm not saying that, and don't ever look for like handouts. Even if you got to get it from yourself, even if you have friends that do that type of stuff. If they give you an opportunity, like, yeah, this is where I started and this is how I got to where I'm at now, take it. I don't need you to give me $1 million. I need to know how you got where you got, because even if I'm not trying to do exactly what you're doing, I'm trying to have the bank that you have in your
yeah.
Okay? Mm-hmm. I'm trying to live the life that I know that I deserve.
Exactly.
Good company. Keep good company. Because bad company will corrupt you.
Yeah, it really will. Don't be like me. I'm fighting to get myself back, my old self back, one day at a time. So that's going to do it for this episode, guys.
Thanks for tuning in today's episode. If you like this episode, please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe, and keep the conversation going.
We are also on Spotify. I don't know if we ever said that on a video, but we are also on Spotify. So whenever we post a YouTube video, we'll also post a Spotify video. So you don't have to sit and watch. You can just listen to it in your car or listen to it at wherever you're going. Yeah.
On a walk. If that's your vibe, you're not really visual, you want to just hear it in your ears.
Yeah.
We got you too.
Exactly. So we are now audio friendly.
Yay. But also just don't forget, like, leave a comment how long you think the talking stage should last. Your advice to anybody 20 and under. It could help somebody. Yeah.
It really could.
It really could.
Really good.
Really good.
Really good.
Really good.
We might read it in the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Until next time, stay fam.
Peace.